Okay, very quiet, please.
Quiet, please.
Let's roll sound.
Roll speed.
Okay, here we go. Action.
So my name is Garrett Batty. I'm a writer-director of the SARATOV Approach. And I heard about the story back in 1998 when I was at BYU. Years later, I was looking for a story to do, so I contacted the missionaries and they told me their experience, told me the whole story. I sat with their families, talked about what their families went through, and learned all sorts of new, interesting details that I hadn't even considered. And the whole time I was thinking, there are just these cinematic elements in here that are perfect for what I wanted to do. And I thought, okay, well, now I need to write a script. Well, and I'm working full-time. And about that time I got this pain in my chest. I was told I needed open heart surgery immediately. And I would need to recover for 2 months. so that little blessing in disguise, I guess, having a successful open heart surgery and being locked in a room for 2 months where I could just focus 100% on the story and write the script.
We are all children of our Father in heaven. Because He is the Father of all people, we are brothers and sisters.
So early on in development, Jake suggested that we look at Corbin already. Jake took him the script, talked to him about it, and we were thrilled that he came on board.
There are parts of this movie that I've seen 100 times, but every time I watch, particular scenes with him in it, I can't take my eyes off of it. And he just does an amazing job engaging the audience and really bringing the audience into this experience with them.
You plan on teaching someone today?
I plan on teaching someone every day.
Best historical dream team. Go.
The last role that we had to cast was the part of Elder Probst. And we had auditioned a lot of people and we had a lot of good options, but McLean, he asked if he could submit himself for the part. He said, I think that Corbin and I would work well together.
He sent a tape. After watching the first 20 seconds, Jake and I looked at each other and just thought, why have we wasted all this time? McLean absolutely knew the role, he knew the part.
He and Corbin did a great job playing off of each other, and not just for the serious moments of the film, but there are a couple moments in the film where we can take a break and laugh for a minute at the situation. It was the two of them that just, worked so well together that we were able to just kind of take a break and laugh.
There's no church policy that says you have to love the Utah Jazz.
Last week my girlfriend comes to me and tells me she's pregnant. I don't know what to do. I can't afford a family. Jake and I searched forever to find the right Nikolai, one that could come in and have that complete arc that we needed that character to have. We saw an audition tape from Nikita and contacted him. He was very excited about the script and was willing to come out, and he did a phenomenal job.
He does a great job of bringing this apprehension to the character, because he's involved in kidnapping these missionaries, but at the same time it goes a little bit further than he expected it to go, and Nikita did a great job of showing us that.
Look at me. Look at me.
Alex Vidov came on board and played Sergei. He read the script, seemed excited about it, and we were just very, very excited that he committed to do it.
What he brought to the film is amazing. He's a really nice guy in real life, but when he's acting, you can't take your eyes off of him. He's a bad guy. He's the guy that would capture missionaries, and hold them ransom.
As we're shooting this fight scene, and McLean has to have Alex land on top of him, and McLean reaches up and pulls off this ski mask, and out comes this massive bunch of hair. And Alex puts a gun in his face, and McLean says that's the most frightened he's ever been. There was absolutely no acting at all in that scene. It was just terrifying. We said we can't do this film if it feels fake. We spent a great deal of our budget to take the cast and crew over to Ukraine, where we could shoot and get that real, authentic, genuine feel that we were going for.
The process of getting into Russia was a lot more difficult than we thought it would be, and the time frame that we were working with, we didn't have the time to get into Russia, so we did the next best thing, which was to get into the Ukraine. The look is the same, the feel is the same, but overall, it's a foreign country and it feels just like Russia.
We ended up shooting quite a bit of it as well in Utah, all over Utah, from Provo to Orem to Draper to Salt Lake up to Strawberry. That being the case, though, when you watch the film, we challenge people to identify where we were in Utah or where we were in Russia. And aside from the two families' homes that are supposed to be stateside, everything else looks completely authentic. It looks like we were in Russia the entire time. That night of the premiere, you know, up until 7 o'clock, you're just wondering, is anybody going to show up? Or is something going to go wrong? The moment that the credits start to roll in the premiere, the lights came up a little bit and the audience started with an applause. Props family was there, the Tuttle family was there, and the audience began to applaud for them. And at that point, we invited Props and Tuttle to come down and kind of take the applause. I mean, it was for them and for their actions, the incredible work that they had lived through, this experience that they had shared with the world. Not a day goes by that I don't receive some sort of Facebook message or email or call from somebody whose life has been touched by this story. And it's the actions of Andy Probst and Travis Tuttle and what they went through that really continue to inspire and carry this message forward.